Welcome to your online strength coach, episode 23. How you got started in powerlifting. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to episode 23. It is still Friday the 24th of July 2015. It is now 19:02. I'm recording this. I'm not entirely sure I need to give you the exact time, but it feels like I have the information in front of me right now, so I feel like I should divulge it. So there you go. Again, due to a lack of questions, people, come on. All 30 of you, I hope I haven't exhausted all of your questions, all 22 of those questions, though I have been going to forums for question and answer material. I'm back on the MISC. God damn you. So, just on the Power Strong Man part of bodybuilding.com. So today's thread comes from Muscleman12345, strong name, strong username to topic ratio. Which is more beneficial to bench strength? I train conjugate system, conjugat, conjugate. Sorry, I am a spastic, so I can't actually pronounce that. And I know what you mean, though. And my weak point is my lockout. Max effort day, I start with my bench variation, then go to floor press, and after that, I was planning to either do incline press with a pause or some feet up bench press. What have you found to be more beneficial to your bench strength out of those two lifts? Thanks. Incline bench with a pause or feet up bench press? I think I'm going to divulge on this a little bit. I don't want to really make this a very long episode. We'll shoot for like the 7 to 8 minute mark, hopefully. But I'm gonna come off on two topics here. Firstly, the actual question itself is very straightforward. Feet up bench press is by and far a better way of will have far and a better way transfer to your bench press because it's horizontal bench press. Therefore, transfer is much greater. All of the muscles used will be the same muscles used in bench press, therefore transfer is going to be good. You're probably changing the skill a little bit. You'll touch a little bit higher probably, I would imagine, than you would do in an arch bench press. Your line might be different. You know, you might not have so much of a horizontal aspect to your line. As when I say you might not have so much of a horizontal aspect, your bar path, if you view from the side, might not have such a big J. It might be a smaller J, because there's no leg drive. So a lot of the kind of backwards drive in the bench press comes from the involvement of the lat, or not the backwards drive, but the kind of that J bar path from the side comes from like involving the lats in the downward phase, and then upward phase involving the lat to get that leg drive in and pushing it towards your head. That's kind of where those aspects come in. It's not really a J, to be honest. It's more like a diagonal line if you video from the side. So yeah, no that aspect, but yeah, the fact that it's like horizontal movement is going to mean that you're going to get far better transfer. I also find for some people who collapse or have bad bar control, it's a very good lift. Or for some people who maybe lift their arse up off the bench, or you know, maybe don't have such good upper body strength and try to use like a lot of arch and a lot of like gimping the range of motion, using leg drive, kind of not cheating, but getting more efficient technique, shall we call it, instead of cheating. Those kind of people I think also benefit from using feet up bench press because it develops just a more muscular upper body. So it might not be a competition specific exercise for some people, but it will help building. It will build specifically the muscles that you use in bench press. Although you incline bench press and bench press, you're going to use pretty much the same muscles that you use in both lifts. However, in incline bench press, you're going to use much more of the delts than you would do in a flat bench press. So yeah, it's a really easy question, that feet up bench press by a mile. What I'm going to speak to, probably the better thing you could do to improve your bench press is to stop using the conjugate method and just actually start fucking benching. Bench 3 times a week with some volume. What you'll notice is that kind of training hasn't really produced a hell of a lot of large raw benches. It has produced a lot of big old shirted benches, but that's more due to the not to say like the guys who did like Scott Mellis and stuff don't have a huge raw bench, because you know they were the raw bench holders at one time. But yeah, I think just volume of work an actual just doing bench press has produced far more bench press success than using that method of training has, and never will do. So yeah, maybe bench 3 times a week, 2 to 3 times a week, and just do some kind of volume program on it. As crazy as it sounds, it might actually work. Worked pretty good for me. Although I'm not a world record bench presser by any means, but I have definitely got the most success from doing that, no question. But yeah, I'm a mid 400 pound bencher or 210 kilo bencher, so I'm not the be all and end all of bench pressers. I could be talking shit. Some guys have bench 700 pounds, although they are doing other things like steroids and stuff. So take from it what you will. But yeah, my advice would definitely just to do a bench press program that involves bench press 2 to 3 times a week, and use some kind of cyclical volume method, because you'll get far better progress from that, I think, than you'll ever will do. I mean, just from your kind of the first few lines of your, I mentioned bench press once, although I know it will be in your max effort rotation. The fact that you're not bench pressing should be a fucking alarm in your program, I would say, but that's just me. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm going to get one in the weekend just to make up, and like I was saying before in the previous podcast, I'm going to look at ways where I can record this shit. Record this stuff on the go when we're at camp next week. Thanks very much for listening, and hope you have a good weekend. I'll maybe catch you Saturday or Sunday for some more of this fucking awesome podcast. No sarcasm. Thanks very much for listening. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll leave you with the sounds of Brandy and Monica. Again, questions, comments below in this YouTube, emails, speedpowerperformance@gmail.com. Get your ass in the forums, castironstrength.com/forums. I'll see you at one of those locations, and I'll see you at the weekend, hopefully. Goodbye.